Hello, Collective. It is November 8th, 2025, and I got a message for you here. No more questions, he told the curator. She is the nominee, which is a person who is formally entered as a candidate for an office or as the recipient of a grant or an award. This curator is upset, as well as his trafficking bros, his partners. They're furious that they can't get this magistrate rejected or unseated. There's something about government officials, and one is talking about a transfer, while another one is saying that he doesn't know what else to do with her. Meaning, he can't figure out how to cause her a failure. The masculines are talking about combat. A few of them are saying illegal. So take that as it resonates. They may think that the natural medicines that this magistrate utilizes to create homeostasis in her body are illegal. Perhaps the country they're living in does not approve. It could be that this combat that they have waged against this magistrate was illegal. Take it as it resonates. They appear to be upset that this feminine American has freedoms that they don't approve of. They seem to be short-circuiting about it. One of them said, "It's possible." And another masculine said, "Oh my God." A younger exclaimed, "Heroin?" So they could be talking about drugs. They may be trying to do that. I don't know. Or they could be talking about a female hero admired for her courage. These guys are talking about the vice president. And one of them asked another if a particular feminine has a penis. These guys are really, many of their females have penises. This is the world they live in that others aren't aware of. These guys, they all admire how beautiful somebody is, but they have no idea that she has a penis. She has no vagina. The world of politics. The curator is talking about restitution, which is the restoration of something lost or stolen to its proper owner. Recompense for injury or loss. It's the returning of something that was wrongfully taken and providing compensation for the loss. They're calling somebody chosen. These masculines are talking about locking them together. So they could be speaking of a mechanism that is joining two people together. They cannot separate them. Or this could be an attempt to contain two or more people or two or more things. One of these masculines are talking again about medication. Somebody said to another, "Knock you out, da. So apparently somebody's mad, gonna knock them out. Another person is talking about Chicago. Now, they've mentioned Chicago at least once in the last month or two. Somebody said, "This is the magistrate." So it seems as though they're astral projecting, and it appears that perhaps they believe they have identified the 5D magistrate on the 3D plane. They're saying she's too powerful, and they have to do something. These masculines are talking about a feminine being insatiable, which is not able to be satisfied, greedy, ravenous. There's never enough. They're saying that she is stronger now. Now, they could be talking about the magistrate, or they could be talking about that female who came on scene in one of their meetings yesterday saying, Morgue want a dick. So it could be that there is a succubus in a body, a clone body or whatever, consuming sexual energy, and she's insatiable. She's collecting all this energy. It could be that she's stronger now. They're waiting to use her to go after this magistrate, perhaps. The curator is accused of making things difficult for people. He is accused of keeping everyone in a low vibrational state by ensuring that their timelines of wealth never occurred for them. They were hijacking people and their timelines of wealth. So, leaders apparently are doing their research and offering judgment on those who restricted others from their destined life path and siphoned the wealth out of their experiences. So, people who go through challenging circumstances, initiations, trials to earn the opportunity to elevate and gain a reward. These ones were putting people through those experiences and then hijacking the wealth that was to come to them from these experiences, from graduating successfully, these challenges. These brutalizers are discussing celibacy, or somebody is. Anna's reign is over. A little while ago, there was a group of masculines saying that they were going to get to know Anna's neighborhood. So, Anna apparently was the previous planetary guide and ran it into the ground. Now, she could be the one who is insatiable, insatiably siphoning the life force out of humans. I don't know what species Anna is, but her reign is over and her neighborhood is being stalked by a bunch of masculines. And it could be that this is the one who said, this curator prostituted the energy and the life of this magistrate who was innocent. They persecuted her wrongfully. And it could be that Anna, whoever took her place, there's a God, I believe, or whoever is in charge of vengeance has said, you prostituted her. And that's exactly what I'm going to do to da. It could be this Anna, their chosen one. Take it as it resonates. They're talking about responsibilities and an American. Now, these ones are trying to say that this divine feminine magistrate who holds the rainbow covenant with the Most High God, who has been given dominion over the planet, she is going to be coming up with some new programs with her sisterhood and brotherhood, guided by Mother, Father, God, Most High, creators, and, all things good to change the way the children think about themselves and their lives. Going to move away from the programs of the previous cycle, whatever Anna and her masculine tyrants had worked out for the people. They're trying to say that this magistrate does not have the ability to be responsible to save the planet from their wrath, and that they should get the privilege to continue terraforming the planet and every living thing on it. They've lost. Anna's reign is over. It's done. So the curator and his male friends are strategizing around this magistrate's strength. They're talking about legal and transfer. They're also talking about transport how God is transporting people into a new timeline away from these abusers. They were reckless. The curator is talking about prostitution. Apparently, he was told that yes, and here it is. He was told that he prostituted her, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing to somebody. It could be this Anna, whose reign is now over. I don't take it as it resonates. They're upset because this magistrate is legitimate and innocent. These ones did their very best to utterly destroy her and the Rainbow Covenant connected with the Most High God. It appears that everybody who attempted to destroy this covenant holder will not be receiving a kindness. They're talking about something scientific. They're saying that something is equivalent. They are needing an energizer, a human battery, a sun, or a star. It could be that they have some sort of a scientific technology that is offering an equivalent food supply. Take it as it resonates. Maybe one of those plasma things that Tesla had. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. They need an energizer. These guys are talking about destiny and that they want to replace someone. They want to get rid of this magistrate. They want to replace this magistrate. They told, or the message was, that she wouldn't last a year. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, she's got this collective of masculines, these haters of women, of mothers. You know, they prefer their feminines not to have a vagina. They must have a penis, you know, because that's their world, the trans world, the flippy floppy, you know, world. So they despise the actual mothers that push out a child from their vagina. They really don't like vaginas. I think it grosses them out or something. Anyway, they're really upset, and they're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're strategizing on how they can affect the environment of this magistrate, whose mind is vulnerable. Who can they Agent Smith and drive into Judasing this magistrate, or just gently unaliving her and then getting into the body and taking over the role. Apparently, I've heard them talking about that too. Anyway, this is the message. I hope that it brings clarity to something that you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.